I'm Crystal. I am the owner and head designer of Creating Crystals. I am starting this journey with you all, and I'm going to be creating tutorials and courses on how to make jewelry. I've always wanted to create something like this for others who are interested in this path and who want to get creative with their hands and make some beautiful pieces. In this video, I will be showing you the basics and tools of creating jewelry, and I will also be showing you a little bonus tutorial on making a sterling silver ring. It's going to be a beautiful little Rainbow Moonstone gemstone sterling silver ring, and it'll be made just for you, and you'll learn all the basics for it. This is just the beginning of my path of creating videos for like-minded people and showing you just steps and tips and tricks on creating awesome pieces of your own. I really appreciate you taking the time and working with me, and I really hope that we can build a really good community together of making one-of-a-kind pieces. A little about me is my name's Crystal Aki, and I live in San Diego, California. My background is design. I grew up doing fine arts, went to school for interior design. So I really love architecture and I love history, so I really like to include that into my pieces and have those reflect in my pieces as well. So that's what makes my pieces one of a kind, because they're all going to be very unique and individually special. So that's what I built Creating Crystals into, and knowing that I have a lot of knowledge behind design and creating jewelry pieces, I wanted to bring that to like-minded community and create tutorials and courses for others to learn and build their own world as well. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy the tutorial video of the basics of creating jewelry and soldering, and as well as the little bonus tutorial on a sterling silver ring that I made just for you. Thank you. Hi friends, welcome. I am going to be showing you some basics and first steps to making a simple sterling silver ring. I'm going to go over some supplies that you will need to get yourself started, and this is really going to be the basics of it. Again, there's tons and tons of supplies, tools, gadgets, gizmos that you can get for making jewelry, but I'm just going to start you with your basics. First and foremost, make sure you have your proper PPE. So I like to use masks. This is a pretty simple mask. It's the N95. We all know and are well aware of those. And then I just wear some glasses. You can get safety goggles. I just wear my blue light glasses, which could possibly be not so strong, but it's okay. Next, we're going to go into some simple tools. So I have these bezel making pliers that help with different size loops. This is a versatile tool, in my opinion. You can use this with a lot of different things. Some chain nose pliers. These are a little rusty. I've actually had a lot of my tools for a while, but nonetheless, these can help you a lot as well. They usually have different sizes on each ends and a little cutter in the middle. And then, again, your flush cutters, those are really helpful. Mine is a little damaged again, but it still helps. I like to keep it sharp, at least. But then you have all your other tools. You can have chain nose pliers like these, or like round nose pliers like these, which has two different sizes on each end, and I mean, the list can go on and on. You can have these are wire straighter things, and yeah. Don't really know names for some of these at the top of my head, but these are usually used to straighten wires or softly bend them. And then these are just like square nose pliers, I guess you can say. But this is a general set of tools that you can use. And when it comes to soldering, you then have your flux, which you should get a fire scale resistant flux that helps with again your fire scale, so that's gonna help stop the burning. And then you're gonna want a torch. I like to use some butane torches. I have 2 sizes, well 3 actually. I have this one and I have this one. This I got in a set on Amazon. This one I got from, I want to say, Home Depot. I have the bench basics, which I got from Pepe Tools. So this one I'm still kind of learning because it has different adjustments that you can make the flame. So I'm used to a steady, consistent flame that these two create. However, this one I'm still kind of learning because you can adjust it and the flame goes in and out. So again, still learning this one, but those are what you don't want to use. And then you want to get yourself some butane fuel to obviously fuel your torches. Something else that I forgot to mention, which is actually really important, you want to get a saw. So when you're cutting through your sterling silver sheets or your metal sheets, you want to use a really good saw. I got this one from Pepe Tools a little while back. It's really great. I actually upgraded it from something I got from Amazon, so I'm really happy with this one. And I get my blades from, I believe, Rio Grande. So there's a lot of different types of blades you can use. You just gotta really play around with what you like. So this is one of the blades and saws that I use, and that's gonna help cut out your large pieces, cut up your small pieces, so that one's really gonna be helpful. And then you want your ring sizing shank things. So your ring sizer is really important because it's gonna make sure that you're creating your rings to a specific size and that it fits whoever is going to be wearing it. If you're creating something custom, you want it to be their size. So I have a few different types that have sizes on them. So you have your US and UK sizes. So you're gonna also use these if you need to expand your ring as well. This is a rawhide mallet. Again, there's tons and tons of tools that you're gonna be possibly needing. So this is gonna be used to hammer your ring shank. So you hammer it to, you can either create a texture or you can expand your ring, or form it to also make sure that it's perfectly round. And then going into the actual metal, so I used 925 sterling silver. That's simple for me to work with. I also work with 14 karat gold fill. I have yet to work with solid gold, only because of just the cost of it, really. So this here is going to be a bezel wire. Don't quite know at the top of my head the size for it, but you have different sizes that you are able to get it in. I get all of mine from Rio Grande on a wholesale account. So this is a caliper. So this one was actually really great on Amazon. I have this kind, which is a metal one, which is a little stronger. And then I had this one initially too. So this one's okay, but I upgraded to the metal one because of the like marker that it has pretty much built in, that you could just like scratch and indicate your sizes. But anyways, this bezel is about 4 3/4 millimeters, and then roughly 0.6 millimeter in thickness. So this is a common one that I like to use. So that's a bezel wire that you can use. And then there's gallery wires and detailed gallery wires that you could also purchase to add a nice little oomph and character to your jewelry. And then you want to get some silver plates or sheets. This is just a piece of one that I had. So you can get it cut in different sizes. I'm seeing that Rio Grande is getting very scarce on their sheets. So when you go and purchase, definitely purchase ASAP. And then I use this thick wire for like your ring shanks. you can use something like this, which is very simple. This is a round wire, or you can get a detailed wire. This one is like the ball wire. They call it a bead wire, sorry. And then these I usually get in half hard or hard, so they can hold very well, because then once you put them in a tumbler, they will harden up. Some very important parts of soldering and making your jewelry, and silver jewelry at that, is going to be your actual solder. So there's different types that you can get. There's an easy, soft, super easy, I believe, and then a medium and hard, and I don't know if there's like a extra hard or what, but I just have some examples for you. So this is a paste. This is actually one of my favorites to use. So it's gonna have some flux in it, slightly. So I like to use this. I got this from Rio Grande. I'm not sure if they have a lot of this right now. I had got this a little while ago, but it lasts quite a while. It, you know, a little goes a long way. So, and then this is hard. I also have, obviously, I have like the medium you can get, and then there's soft, which I have to fill up. But because I use the easy so much, I don't use the soft as often. And then you can get a gold, so this is gold paste. Not the best in my opinion. It's a very yellow gold, so it doesn't blend well across the board with other golds. Like solid gold, 14 karat gold fill, it doesn't really blend well. It's supposed to work with copper too, but I would not use it with copper. So the main point behind solder is it's going to be your glue, pretty much. So it's going to be what's going to hold together your pieces. And I have a soldering pick, so this is what you're going to be picking up your solder pieces and putting it on to your jewelry piece. So I was just making something, so I have some paste out still, so I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what paste is gonna look like, if you can see it okay, but it's pretty thick viscosity and it melts really fast. So I really like using it after you go through your steps. So quick explanation is going to be your pieces that you really want to stay on, like having your base right, and then your bezel sits on top. So you want that to stick together very well, and that's going to be the highest heat. So that's going to melt the last. So the easy is going to melt first before the hard does, if that makes any sense. So you go in steps, right? So the easy is going to melt at the lowest temperature, whereas it's going to take a while to melt the hard. So if you want things to stick together well and not come apart, go through your steps and make sure you're attaching things properly. I got these little containers on Amazon, by the way, so Amazon comes in handy. So yeah, that's pretty much the steps and tools into making your sterling silver jewelry, and really any jewelry. So I use sterling silver a lot. Again, I use 14 karat gold fill here and there. So those are really the tools that you're going to want to use. Now I'm going to walk you through how to create a very simple sterling silver moonstone ring. Rainbow moonstones are lovely. They come in different grades, just like every other stone and gemstone does. Rainbow moonstones have flashes of rainbow in them, and they're going to be different colors. So this one's not really showing as too well because it's kind of dark out and my lights are running out of battery. So this one's really great. It's a good size. It's, you know, very subtle, very simple. So let's go. Let's start.